Hello, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It is once again time for Shipyard Champions, and we're gonna do something a little bit different this time. What is the deal this time is we're all gonna make one ship as a shared design, send it in, and we're gonna draw by random who faces which ship. And we're just gonna, like, if I create a 1890s German battleship, it has to be faced by an 1890s battleship. I don't know who's gonna face my ship, and I don't know what kind of ship I'm gonna be facing. So let's try and make something something cool. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. United States. And if I'm not mistaken... And yeah, these are ships made for my campaign. That's not what we're doing right now. If I'm not mistaken... United States has access to quite modern heavy cruisers in 1920. I think they are the only nation to have access to that early. Although some of the other nations have some pretty good armored cruisers. Yeah, the other ones get some pretty good armored cruisers, but nothing as modern as what the US gets. So, I think that's what I'm going with. Yeah, we're building an American heavy cruiser, and someone will have to fight this with a heavy cruiser of another nation. It's not that great of a hull. It's not like the better modern heavy cruiser hulls you get in later years, but I think it's probably the best one you get in 1920. Yeah, 6,000 tower spotting. Not really anyone could beat that in this year. Let's make it a little bit beamier. See if this is gonna fit. How fat does she have to be to fit this tower? That's quite beamy. 6%. .5 knots. Range, not really important in a custom battle. Secondary tower. Ooh, terrible fall. Oh yeah, that's right, you can't put any funnel on the middle bit. It's not that great of a cruiser hull. Turbo electric. What about geared turbines? 61, 65. Yeah, I might go with geared turbines because they're a bit lighter. I can't fit a funnel there. It's not going to be pretty. Pitch is already quite horrible. Mark IV 9-inch guns. Mark III 10s or 11s. Reload time 50. 24. Yeah, we're gonna go with the 9s, I think. Is this gonna be a good ship? I do not know. Is it gonna be tough to beat in 1920? Probably. I mean, it's still gonna be an AI design, so AI is pretty good at dodging torps. Let's go standard ratio. Incendiary? Probably. Cap ballistic 2 for that penetration. Coincidence 4. Not gonna need depth charges. See, this does add a bit to aiming speed, but overall I don't think it adds much usefulness. Now, torpedoes. That's a nasty surprise. Some parts are badly placed. Are they? Which parts? Were those parts badly placed? Okay, let's go triples. There we go. Excuse me. Bit of an aft weight offset. That's fine. Let's make them longer. Overweight. Gonna make these guns as punchy as possible. Because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be able to outspot any other 1920s heavy cruiser. So it should have the range to go with it. Ship is overweight. We can probably fix that somehow. Like, we can go with a slightly smaller secondary tower. Like that. Ship is still a bit overweight. Let's reduce speed a bit. That allows us to reduce the boilers. Now, armor. Let's fix this first. I'm gonna go tube powder. And TNT 3 actually. It shouldn't explode too easily now. So we can reduce the barbette a bit. Now, it's gonna need a bit of armor. Not so much on the deck, I think. Ship is overweight. We can hopefully fix that somehow. Let's actually go kind of light on the fore and aft belts. Some armor on the deck. Don't think a cruiser of this era is gonna have that great. Like, this would be able to hit the enemy cruiser at range quite reliably, I think. Of course, gotta keep in mind that this ship is gonna be controlled by the AI. Not really sure how the AI is gonna do with a ship like this. It might try and rush in with the torpedoes. Double bottom. I might want to drop the torpedoes. That might be something I want to do. Let's reduce torpedo ammo. Let's add some more armor on the citadel belt. Like so. So that's a lot of pen. I'm hoping that it's gonna cause a lot of flooding. That's how I typically sink ships with my own ships, is through flooding. Let's reduce range a little bit more. What more can we take off here? Got the good reloading. That doesn't save that much weight. Hydro 2, that saves a little bit. Let's reduce some of the turret armor. That's kind of sketchy, but some of the belt armor. That put us under the limit. Because we got the Citadel belt too. Now this ship basically does not have any secondaries other than the underwater torpedo tubes. But that's okay. It's the Pittsburgh. In honor of the guy who keeps commenting the hamburger emoticon on all my videos. There we go. USS Hamburger. Someone will have to fight this with a 1920s heavy cruiser. So, gonna be interesting to see how that goes. I think is a pretty solid ship. Well, I think it's gonna be hard to make something better in 1920. Its main advantage will basically be spotting range and having a decent speed while also having armor and main guns. That's a combo that's hard to achieve. Of course, it will be AI controlled, so it might just rush in and get itself raked by something more secondary focused. So we don't know yet. We don't know that yet. It's gonna be interesting to see. All right. Now let's send it in and see who gets to face this, and see whatever it is I have to face. I would say goodbye and take care, but I'm gonna splice this in with something else now. So yeah, let's see. Alright, we are back. And I've gotten my opponent. It is a 1920s British battlecruiser made by Ulairi. And her name is Muriel. So, I gotta design a battlecruiser of my own. Weather and daytime is selected by player. I'm gonna go with clear weather. And let's see here. Well, I made this challenge, so I should know. Starting range is battleships and battlecruisers, 30 kilometers. Alright. Yeah, let's go. Just go with a German battlecruiser. Or, yeah, let's just go with the German one. Design ship. Like, there are no limitations to what I can make, really. Let's have it kind of fast. Veterans. Or should I have gone with a different nation? Perhaps. I'm not sure. But this is what we're going with. Oh yeah, that's right. These are the biggest funnels I can fit 2 of. Gear turbines. How about turbo electric? It's a little bit better. Balanced? Yeah. It's gonna work. Let's try and make it a little bit faster. Like that. Main guns. Mark 1, Mark 1. Mark 3. We're gonna go with 14s. Or are we? Yeah. If I want Mark 4, I have to go all the way down to 9s, and I don't want that. Let's go with double 14s. But 5 of them. Alright. I don't remember if in 1920 you got the advanced triple turrets. I don't think so. Possibly the improved ones, but that's still quite a bit of an accuracy debuff. So we're gonna go with doubles. Let's see what is possible to mount. Probably not gonna have torpedoes, and with the starting range of 30 kilometers, torpedoes is not gonna be a big problem anyway. Can go all or nothing actually. That's pretty nice. Yeah, let's actually go incendiary. And capitalistic too, because that's what I like to use. Now it's gonna give me less gun range, but better accuracy, so it's gonna even out. Coincidence 4 is the best I have access to. Don't think I'm gonna need. Aiming speed is nice. Alright, got 4,000 tons to play with. bit of an aft weight offset. We can probably fix that by moving stuff around. Like so. So, 4,000 tons of armor. Do I want to make these a bit longer? I mean, I'm going to be limited by spotting range anyway, because I don't have any radar, and with just a single ship, I don't have any ship to act as a scout. But I still want some more accuracy and penetration out of my guns. Pretty good angles all around. Am I gonna need a lot of deck armor? Probably not. Some citadel armor won't hurt. Am I gonna need secondary weapons? Probably not. Because we're fighting a single ship. Don't have to worry about torpedoes or anything like that. Let's add some to the conning tower. Very close to my weight limit now. Pitch and roll quite bad. As it tends to be on these battlecruiser hulls because, well, they're so long. Add some more to the fore and aft belts, because there's so much ship sticking out in front of the gun. There we go. Overweight. If I remove some from the aft deck and add to the fore belt, yeah, that's better. Alright, let's see what kind of ship Ulairi has actually designed for me to face. I mean, this is a pretty conventional ship, I would say, that I've made. I have no idea what this is. Courageous. Ah. I think it did not give me the right ship. If I did not get the right opponent, I'm just gonna restart and try again until I do. Because that would not count as a restart. Courageous. Okay, that's not the right ship. Yeah, this is one of mine. Okay. Rodney. No, 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 no. What is up with this? Furious now. No, it's just giving me other stuff. Yeah, no, it keeps putting me up against like my own designs. But they should not even be viable for a 1920s battle. Okay, hang on. I gotta fix some stuff. Okay, let's try this again. So what happened was I had some British battlecruiser designs of my own in my shared design folder from 1917 and 1918 and 1921, and I thought as long as I didn't have any from 1920, it would pick the one that I'm supposed to be fighting. But no, it actually pulled in those ships from other years, because apparently they were still viable for 1920, even though they were explicitly from other years. So I removed those from my folder, and let's try this again and see if we get the Muriel that we're supposed to be fighting. Muriel, yes. Alright. We're fighting the right ship, finally. It took a bit of back and forth problem solving, but there we go. Contact is made. Max cruising speed is 24 knots, that's not too bad. 24.8 even. Let's see, what are we up against here? 9.2-inch guns, 19-kilometer range. Okay, so staying at range is an option. And this looks okay. I think I kind of get what is going for here. This is a fire spammer, I'm pretty sure of it. Is it faster than me? Possibly. It's not completely identified yet, so I don't know what kind of top speed it has. I just know it has a gun range of 19.2. So Moltke is gonna retreat for now. Get a little bit more range. There we go. We're outside of their max range. Now, sadly, I don't know their top speed yet, so not sure what I can do to maintain that range. There we go. Flooding. That's gonna help. Are we in range? I shouldn't be. Now it says the range is... Oh, okay. Yeah, because the range is... It's gonna differ if it's loaded with AP or HE. I'm curious to see what this is actually made of. We'll speed up a little bit. So I'm thinking all those 9.2-inch guns are going to have a pretty hefty rate of fire. There we go. That's beautiful. Fix the flooding. I can slow down a bit. Some more flooding and some more damage. Here we go. Identifying. Muriel. Designed by Ulairi. And you can go check out his video and channel in the description below. And by the way, BrotherMunro is the person who's going to be fighting the ship I designed, the USS Hamburger. 36 knots, okay, so it's quite a bit faster. That's not a lot of armor. Max HE. Picric acid. Incendiary, yeah, it's a flamethrower. Got a mix of triple and double barrels. They are Mark IV. Reload time is only 24.4 seconds, so yeah. This is gonna burn me to a crisp if I sit inside of its gun range for an extended period of time. But it's not as if it's gonna hit me with like one-hit knockout punches. It's really only dangerous if I just let it shoot me repeatedly. It's taking on a bit of water. Taking on more water now. Yeah, I should be able to pen its main belt if I get a little bit closer. Like reliably so. Yeah, this works. This works. Yeah, it will not have time to burn me down now. Not before I sink it with floodings. There we go. That's the Muriel done. Finally was able to fight the right ship. And yeah. So if the it is ultimately a problem of the AI not being not always being the best at utilizing its ships. If it had just gotten in closer, which it could have, because it's quite a bit faster than my ship, and just turned those guns loose with like that full rate of fire, I would have had a problem. But yeah. So let's see how the AI did controlling my ship, the USS Hamburger, versus BrotherMunro. And of course, let's see how all the other ones fared up against ships designed by our little community. This is currently the closest we get to multiplayer in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. So yeah, that's it. I hope we can do more challenges like this. It's a lot more exciting to fight ships designed by actual humans, because you can get ships that are like fundamentally solid and good performing ships, or you could get like really weird stuff designed around strange concepts that the AI would not be able to grasp. So exciting. Goodbye and take care. Okay, apparently we're not quite done yet. I just saw after recording that battle, I checked the Shipyard Champions Discord, and apparently there were some last minute changes that if you can beat the enemy ship with your ship on AI control, you get a bonus point. So I already played my battle using manual control, so I don't think I'm gonna get that point, but we're gonna try it anyway. Here we go, the Moltke, and this should be the Muriel that we are up against. Muriel, yes. See, now it picked the right ship on the first try, because I didn't have any competing designs in my shared design folder. So, AI on. Let's just observe. See what the AI does with my ship. So the AI is doing some maneuvers. It's reduced speed. Probably be better if it just sailed straight. Now, as for the Muriel's AI, it has not elected to get closer and get into range with its 9.2-inch guns. It's no, it's not really closing the distance. So meanwhile, the Moltke is hammering away. But the Moltke is also doing a bit of... No, she's sailing in a straight line now. So that's gonna help with the accuracy. And the range is now 19.4 kilometers, so we're almost in range of the Muriel. So we should start to see... Yeah, there we go. Getting some return fire. And Moltke has switched to HE. Well, that's not what I would have done, because... You know, usually just going for the floodings. So it's an HE spamming duel now, and I don't think the Moltke is up for it. Not versus the rapid fire of the Muriel. So we're really in range now, and the Moltke is doing this tiny bit of maneuvers all the time, which I don't think is helping. So far she's done more damage though. There we go, that's actually a pretty good hit. She switched to AP. Now, see if we can get more of that flooding going. Like that. Has the Muriel been identified yet? Not really. Well, you can see she's taken a bit of flooding damage, and that's gotta hurt. 96%. Let's see where she's flooding. Is it just the fore and aft belt? Moltke is really going with AP now, and it seems to do the trick. She's exposing herself for a lot more damage than necessary, really, but it's so much damage taken by the... She went back to HE. No, AP. And yeah, that it's almost embarrassing. It looks like the AI is gonna do finish this battle faster than I did. I was playing a bit more cautious, but yeah, she the Moltke won again, and the AI did it faster than I did. So yeah. I was maybe a little bit too cautious. But there we go. AP, like, belt punching through your guns, flooding build, beats the HE Firestarter build. Even under AI control. Now, if both ships had been controlled by a human, that would have been so much fun if the game actually had multiplayer like that. Like, it would actually be possible to find out what kind of build is the best when actually human controlled, and not just the AI doing weird stuff where it doesn't really need to know what it should be doing. But this is the best we have. And it's quite fun. Goodbye and take care.